Okay. Oh my goodness. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see what's going on today. Let's see, what do we got here? R3, what's going on? 50 minutes. That's right, Jeremiah Brown. Hello, Rodney. War, what's going on, everybody? Open at 6? I think we're open at 6, aren't we? No holiday tomorrow, right? Yeah, there's no holidays. Right? Yeah, we should be good to go. Main Max, what's going on? Hello, hello. I'm anticipating it being a quiet stream today just because watching people, so yellow, yellow, yellow. How's everybody's weekend going? Next Monday is a holiday. Oh, that's yeah. Right, because is it Washington's birthday? 17th? 16th? Is it the 16th? The 16th. Okay, I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong calendar. George Stewart, hello from Denver. Hello, hello. Ben. Bill, what's going on? Hello. Yellow. Cold in Ohio. Dude, it is warm down here in Texas. It is 80 degrees warm. Like, I don't like it. It shouldn't be this warm in February. What's up, vacation time? What's going on Valentine's Day? That's Saturday. Paper go down, solid goes up. Have you wow, I can't speak, holy crap. Has anybody picked up any extra gold or silver this week? Let me know in the chat if you guys are picking up some stuff. We just got, by we I mean me, picked up that 2026 10th ounce gold coin, American Eagle. So, some a little more gold. 15 fair. Ooh, 16 here. Wind. Wait until summer. Heat wave's gonna be insane. I'm afraid for them. So it's. I mean, it's Texas. It's hot no matter what for me. 65 in Denver. I miss Denver. I lived in Broomfield for a bit. It was a. I love that area. I love the climate in Colorado. Warm and sunny in South Florida. 5 silver eagles chested, nice. Paper pass got a ton of dimes. Let's go. 11 degrees, oh my goodness. Oof. Picked up some gold jewelry for the wife and Valentine's. Nice, very nice, very nice. Al got a 1 ounce gold bar. Let's go. First gold bar. Who wants to get the 2026 Panda? Zook, what's going on? Howdy, howdy. Welcome in. Welcome in. We are about 5 minutes away almost from watching silver and gold move, hopefully. Up or down. Let's see what most people are expecting it to go up. I'd say half of you guys are. The other half are expecting a little downward or a sideways motion. Thing to see. I haven't heard if there's been anything happening for the weekend. I don't know. Let me see if there's been any. I think they added more margin requirements than. Right. Thought I saw something. Like they. Prices. I expect more contracts to go up. Further depleting supplies. Costco. Do not use Costco. I think paper gold is worth. Aquarius, what's going on from Plano? Ben, silver's up. Let's see. Couple minutes left. What's the heaviest bar that I own? Well, I actually sold it. Well, actually, I didn't sell it. Well, I guess I technically sold it. I sold it, aka traded it in for the pre-33 gold. So the highest, I guess the heaviest that I owned was a 10-ounce bar, and I had 3 of them, so combine those together, almost a kilo. But the 10 ounce is the highest I've gone. I was always debating on getting a kilo. I think the kilo would be the absolute max that I would go for. But I do like the 10 ounces though. I think that's like a good happy medium, but I could go with a kilo. Put a 25% margin hike. I thought they. Yeah, I think they did put another there. What is silver? So silver was the number 2. Let me actually pull this up real quick. So we'll go here. Silver at one point was number 2, and then it dropped down to like 7 or 8 or something like that when it was really crashing, and then now we're back up to number 3. We got 2 minutes left. Let's see what happens with Kitco and everything. Kilo bar is my biggest. Love it. That's stacked right now. I've just been picking up a lot of gold since like December. I've been really picking up a lot of gold. So I think actually what we should keep an eye on too is I want to see what the GSR is going to be. 63 right now. We're at the GSR, so silver is on the table for some people, depending on if that's your take or not. But for me, at 63, I'm still buying gold. I think I would switch to silver when it gets to about 71. 70 or 71, depending on what the prices are looking like. Probably more likely than not start picking up some silver. Just a little bit more. I mean, we got pretty close at one point. I think it got to 66 or 68 or something. 67, yeah. So it got up pretty, it got pretty close there for a moment on Thursday. And, we're at right now. So, alright, well, it should be coming up here in a second. Let's take a look at the chart and see what's going to happen. We got about less than a minute. $5 Central Time. Let's see if price. I don't know if we have to refresh it or what. Probably gonna take a minute. Start moving. So 77.94 is where we're starting at. Flopping back and forth. Gold price we're looking at 4964. $4,964 and $77.90. Sit here and wait patiently. I know there's probably a delay to this, but I guess while we're waiting, I'm gonna get a refill of my drink, so 1 second, enjoy the jazz music. Back in a minute. Alright, we're back. Movements? Not quite yet. $78.78. That's a little different on here. I don't think that was sitting at that. $79.03 is the ask right now. Okay, so it's got a big gap up. See what happens. I want to keep refreshing it, but I'm looking at the ask price right now because that's at 79. This chart hasn't moved yet. Some price move, please. You open up Trading View, maybe? Trading View has any move. What the heck is going on here? I'm supposed to sit on Trading View for a bit until Kitco decides to figure it out. So we did open up positive above the last close. We'll have to see what happens, because typically, I've noticed, though, after the last few streams, that it's typically, for the first, like, few hours, it's pretty quiet. And then, usually around, like, 9, 10 o'clock at night for me is when I see, like, the most, like, erratic change happen. Smack the monitor. No, okay, hold on, it's going up 79.50, okay. So far silver's about 2%, almost 2% up from where it closed. Gold is at 0.5%. The GSR is going down 62. Give it a bit, because typically it always likes to simmer for a second and then it decides to do some weird stuff after a little bit. Who said I smacked the monitor? Everybody smack their monitor. Keep pushing silver up. It's crazy. If you look at that, in 1 year, silver's up 145%. I think we're sitting at a 2% open. Gold's at like kind of going a little lower, 0.5%. Taking a little bit of a drop. Smacking. Well, poll shall end here. We did go positive, so anybody who voted it for to go up was correct. Eric says he's new to this, just bought his first coins of silver that'll arrive this week. Very nice, congrats. Starting to save for the long run. Tips. First off, everybody give shout out to Eric for starting his stacking journey. Let's go. Honestly, comes to any tips to starting out, ignore the price movements, because try to separate the emotions out of it and don't worry about what it's going to do so much. I would also say experiment with things that you like and you'll learn from it, because you're not going to really know what you're getting yourself into half the time. I sure as hell didn't when I first started. So that's my thing. Get started with what you like and just start kind of monkey branching around from there, and you'll start to figure out what works for you, what doesn't. You'll learn things along the way, especially when it comes to premiums and all sorts of stuff. There's a lot to digest, so you're not going to figure it out right off the bat, but getting started is the best thing you could. Sweden. Jobs, gotcha. Yeah, and especially with rules in the US and rules in Europe, it's gonna vary, of course. But the fundamentals are still the same. Spot price, watch premiums. It looked like it got close down to getting a little flat there for a minute. Like it kinda almost went negative for a second. Looks like it's coming back up. Actually, if there's anything you can do too, it's possible. I know you said you didn't have any coin shops near you, but verify that it's legit. I don't know where you got it from, but with the prices and what they're doing, I would definitely say verify it. Find out that it's real, because there could be There's always a risk of fakes going around. And like I said, I don't know where you got it from. I don't know what type you got. But might want to be a little careful just to make sure. Because you should always test everything you ever buy too. Verify it. We should change to a 1 minute chart. That's actually a good idea. See a 1 minute chart. Yeah, I don't know, Eric, too, just dollar cost average it, man. Like, don't try to dump your entire life savings in it all at once. Just slow and steady, month by month. Buy what you can. Not a race. Definitely is a fun hobby. Wrong with 90% or generic? No, if anything, those should be like the. Depending on where you live, of course. I think generic should make up the bulk of your stack, but 90% right now is the way to go. Because spot price on, or the premiums on those are below spot. So I don't know why, if you're getting silver, I don't know why you wouldn't want to get it, personally. I know other people have different goals and strategies with things, but right now, because the prices have dropped, premiums have gone up. And the premiums on 90% have stayed under the entire time. So it's still, especially now with the premium spread, 90% is the way to go. What's up, Baby Shark? How you doing? Welcome in. I don't know how we can turn it to something completely different. Love 90%. I mean, it's a good hobby, and you're not just wasting your money on things. This is good financial. It's like it's an investment. Like, not only are you doing a hobby, you're also investing in yourself at the same time. It's good. It's a win-win. Silver Eagles premiums and wow. I don't know what mine are at. I think I'm gonna go in on Tuesday and just kind of chat with them and see what they're doing. What's up, John? John Goldsworthy. What's going on, man? How you doing? Welcome in. Chris, I don't know if I said hello to you. Hello, hello. Yellow. I gave $228 with shipping. 2 American Eagles. It's expensive or cheap? Because typically I would assume if we're going off of premiums, it's about 180 for 2 Eagles right now, I think, give or take. And I'm depending on, someone correct me. I know someone mentioned this before. I don't know if Sweden has any additional, like, the VAT stuff or not. Depending on shipping costs and everything. I mean, that doesn't sound too bad. I don't know if anyone can verify that or not. Because even if we look at SD bullion at prices for a Silver Eagle, they're going for about 96 bucks, almost $100 again. I don't think that's a bad deal with shipping. I don't know if there's VAT or not, but it sounds like it's a decent deal. Definitely didn't get ripped off, I don't think. Keep 90% on hand time. It's a great bailout in the. Ooh, silver's going up, guys. Look at that. We're starting to move up a little bit. I was not paying attention to the chart. I keep the 90% is like my deep stack. That's like when barter and everything goes haywire. That's what I'm gonna use. St. Louis area coin shops are $2 premium. Nice. What, 10 more rounds? Oh. Supposed to keep up with inflation, protect you financially, and collecting too. I think gold does a better job at that, but yeah, silver's still. I still like gold, or I still like silver too. I think gold does a much better job. Guys, silver is starting to move up a little bit here. Look at that. Look at that little price movement there. Stacking as a savings account. Yep. Savings account, emergency fund, also investment vehicle fund. Like, there's so many things. Everyone's got. LCS has it for 6 over, $15 premium on the American Silver. 10 over for generic. That's insane. Pursuer says God has an army of stackers. First become the last. Become the first. Silver like the people have been suppressed far too. Silver is classified as a product, what you say and have to add. Sweden? Okay. I mean, just based off the price, I mean, I'm assuming you converted everything into US dollars. Then that sounds right. It sounds like it's a reasonable, considering all things considered right now. I mean, the premiums on that is insane. That's almost like a $20 premium, but I think all things considered, I don't think you got like severely ripped off by any means. But I guess that just depends on who you ask. Base Potato says, what are at? We are at 79.19 for silver right now. Gold is at 49.87, just under the 5K mark. So we're looking at 5K gold, $80 silver. That's kind of the tease that we're getting. Let me see. I'm gonna switch it out of the 1 minute chart for just a minute. I want to, no pun intended. I want to look at the day. Odd. Back out here. I still think we're going to be. Let me draw my lines. I still think we're going to be expecting. Actually, and it's still too early to tell, but it could dance around this for a bit. But it sure doesn't seem like there's any indications of it to go straight back upwards again. At least just from how I'm looking at this right now. It's looking like it wants to test some sideways motion for a bit. But it's hard to say. I think if it clears this, maybe we'll have a better view on this, but it's hard to say right now. I guess we can look at... go back to the candle wicks and all the way in. Oh. Simple Smith, what's going on? Howdy, welcome in, welcome in. Build that local shop. Rate of counterfeits. Average stacks fine, but also still not buying 90%. Stacks just have fun only. Very true. Yeah, I mean, I still think 90% is the best deal you can get right now because coin shops are trying to probably get rid of it because they probably have a lot of it, and it's still being like, it's still gonna be the best deal around right now. I really recommend if you're gonna buy silver, get some 90s, some 90%. No, it's not flashy, but yeah, you guys should always be verifying any purchase you ever get, even if it's from a trusted source. You should always verify what you have, like test it. If you have it, like there's different ways to do it, of course, but do your own research on that. But because the easy way with the Sigma verifier, that's expensive. So there's other ways around that, but once you mess with it enough, you can just look at it, feel it, and be like, yeah, that's off. But you should always test, no matter what. It's not a disrespect thing, it's a protection thing. Yeah, the magnet in the ping test. Yeah, if you get the magnet in the ping test, that's pretty good. I have that in the description if you guys are looking for those on Amazon. You guys can go look at those. Have those. If you're in there, the ping test is like a good one. The magnet is pretty cheap too, but I would definitely recommend those to start. Even like a little scale or something too, that you can weigh it to make sure that it weighs correctly. Yeah, testing your metals, verify that it's. Last thing you want to do is be stacking fakes. $2026 CAC MS70 American 8.9. Or sleeping on Merc dimes, but it's fractional available. Rusty says. I got a 10th ounce. I did too. I have a 10th ounce 2026 Gold Eagle. I got this in the mail on Friday? Saturday? Friday. Came in the mail on Friday. Got a nice little 10th ouncer. Got that from Monument Metals. Silver's starting to climb up a little bit. Look at that. We're breaking the high for the last, like, 30 minutes. Gold is over 2%. Starting to creep up over that little $80 level. Let's see if we can get to $80 here in, like, half hour. It's starting to move. It's moving crazy right now. Just coiling up for the next launch higher. Reason why I don't buy 90% is because LCS stopped buying it. Stopped buying 3.9s. There's no inventory, Baby Shark. There's just no there's There's just no 90% at the store because of that reason. Got all bought out. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Oh, look at that upswing. Hold on. Did we just hit? No, we didn't hit 80. Silver's trying. That was a quick shot up. Paper Pass says his LCS is loaded with 90%. I have not been into mine in a while, so I'm gonna stop in on Tuesday and see what do we got. Maybe depending on what the GSR does, buy something. Depending on what the GSR, if the GSR stays where it's at, like if our prices stay where we're at, gold's actually over 5K. Look, hold on. Quick. Gold's going up. Gold is above 5K again. But yeah, like what I was saying was on Tuesday, depending on what the prices are at and what the GSR is doing. Actually, it doesn't even depend on the price for me personally, but whatever the GSR is doing, I might go in and buy more gold, or we'll buy some silver on Tuesday. Not sure what we're gonna do yet. It's looking like maybe we're probably gonna just end up picking another 10th ounce up. It just kind of depends. I don't really know what we're gonna do yet. So gold hit the 5K mark. Let's go back to silver. Silver is trying to hit the $80 mark. We're still waiting to see if they can do it for the day. A bunch of 90% when it dropped to 85 to buy the dip, but then it went down to 64. That's why I like looking at the GSR. I don't like looking at the prices because that just emotionally ties you to nothing. Like I know you guys have probably heard it, especially if you watched any of my videos. Like for me, I am all about the GSR. I know some people don't really agree with it, but I really think it helps make less mistakes. Refineries quit smelting 90% due to acid. Yeah, it's always a pendulum swing, you know? Like, no one wants the 90%. Give it like a little bit of time. It'll be like the most highly demand item ever, and then who knows what's next. It's gonna be something weird, like no one wants 5-ounce bars, and the next thing you know, 5-ounce bars are gonna have like no premium. So it's just some stupid weird thing like that. It always flips and flops in some weird direction. We just don't know where it's gonna go. So you can only react to what's happening at the current moment. Got 4.5 ounces Saturday for 77 in it. Nice. Alright, I'll be right back, you guys. You guys sit here for just a minute. Enjoy the music. I gotta take care of something. Hang on 1 second. Silver is dropping. Oh my goodness. Alright, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Okay, silver's going down. Alright, let's see. What did I miss on cat? Go start. Let's just start right here. Watching GSR only bought traded gold. £1 silver each. £1? The 15th birthday. Silver almost took a... Silver's kind of going down a little bit here. Not much. It's interesting. Silver is going down, but gold is kind of going up. Give everyone silver for gifts for the wealth, yes. What website is this to watch prices? This is on TradingView. Or's hitting his computer monitor hard as he can to push the prices up. Got in last August. I spent 8.5k. Now it's already 17. I forget how much I spent. I spent probably about... I don't even know how much I spent. I think I know for sure it's more than doubled. I just don't know the TC says, I've just stumbled across this stream and is exactly what I'm looking for. Subscribe. Very, very nice. Welcome. Thanks for the sub. We do this every Sunday. Sit here and we watch spot prices of gold and silver move. And just chat with everybody. Discuss ideas. Talk about things. Listen to jazz. Please like the stream. Yes, guys, please. People in here. I'll chat with each other. I'll watch this happen in real time. How many likes do we have right now? I guess I should probably pull this up on my it doesn't even tell me on here, does it? To tell me. Oh, here we go. 108 likes. But 108 likes with 365 people watching right now. Joe Biden took a loan at the top of silver price. Now he's hurting. The gold's sitting at 50.36. Silver is still trying to push around. It's just sitting at 79. It's like not wanting to budge out of 79. You know what's crazy? I remember watching a video. I think it was on one of the other YouTubers out there. Someone went into the shop and they said that they were thinking about selling their house by silver. Could you imagine if you sold your home, which probably maintained its its value and you bought silver at the top because you sold your house and then it went and crashed like 40%. You could have kept the money in your house, the value on the house, and stay flat. Instead, you sold it all, bought silver, and it went from 120 something to 80. That would be the worst. Hold on, we're about to break $80 right here, guys. Let's take a look at this. 79, 92, 94, 95, 96. Trying so hard to break through. It was so close. $97. So close. This is my Sunday routine. Thanks to the supermarket in the past. In hyperinflation, it would. Hyperinflation, it definitely would. Stop every hour and reprice everything. Will be $80 tomorrow morning, Monday. So Baby Shark, thanks. I mean, we see some crazy stuff, man. I've gone to bed before after a live stream where it sits at 80, and the next thing I know, I wake up and it's like at 90 something, and I'm like, what? Or it'll be like the opposite, and it goes down to like 60, and you're like, hold on a second. 98. Oh my god, we got so close. We're just pushing it. There we go. $80 silver, guys. We broke it. Let's go. Put some confetti in the chat. Let's go. $80 silver. We hit it. Not that it's the first time, but invest in silver, you better be prepared to lose. I mean, it's definitely volatile. Silver is not for the faint of heart. Silver is definitely not for the faint of heart. If you can't control your financial emotions, like, silver's not it. You're better with gold, but gold will still give you some losses, but it won't be as nearly as noticeable as silver. Like, on the gold purchases that I've done this past few years, like, prior to the crash, I made money. But once it crashed to the levels we're at right now, I think on all my gold purchases so far this year, I've lost money, but not nearly as much as I would have lost if I kept buying silver. That's why I follow the GSR. Hedge with gold. What's up, Booth? How you doing? Welcome in. What's GSR? The gold to silver ratio. Essentially, how many ounces, which is this thing right here, or are these little dips? What is this little pattern I'm looking at here? It's essentially how many ounces, this is a terrible thing, but this is how many ounces of silver it takes to buy 1 ounce of gold right now. There's a whole entire strategy behind it. Essentially, I'm buying gold right now to minimize my losses in this bull run. Is there a difference between gambling and investing? Yes. Technically is. What ratio of gold to silver do you guys hold and strategy? Currently 60. I personally don't have a allocation strategy in terms of I need X amount of gold or I need X silver. I just buy and accumulate based off of whatever the gold to silver ratio is at. If it happens to be more gold, it happens to be more gold. If it's more silver, it's more silver. It just depends. Because if it gets low enough, I can trade a lot of that silver in for gold, and then it'll just rebalance into like a 50-50. I think right now I'm sitting in about 60% in silver and 40% gold right now. But prior to the trade that I did on my swap, I was sitting at like 90 to 10. So. But I've been buying a lot more gold too, so that's been pushing that up a little. I don't have like a specific. I don't need like for every 100 ounces of silver I need an ounce of gold. I don't have that strategy, I guess. I did my swap at 48 or 49 to 1. That's when I traded in some of mine, but that's because I bought silver at 100 SAR. I bought it when it was pretty cheap. Play with ratios. Good. Slow and steady wins the race 100%. It's never a race here. It's not who can stack the quickest. I think we'll see a dead cat bounce and reversion to 60. I think we already had a dead cat. I think we're in the downward part of that bounce. That's where I think we're gonna keep going lower. Not to be negative. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm just looking at how the charts have looked. It looks like we could either consolidate for a bit, but I think we're going to keep going downward for a bit. That's just my guess. I think it's going to happen. I'm telling you, that's what I think might happen. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't care. $45 to 1 is the sweet spot for Dale. Great stuff, great music. I appreciate it. I mean, I don't know what it's gonna do. I don't know if it's gonna go up or if it's gonna go down. I'm just telling you what the chart looks like it's doing. mean, I can only foresee maybe like, I can't even foresee a minute from now. No one can. Like, no one can tell me that the next candle that's going to come up after this minute is going to be red or green. No one can guess that. So, it's just that's why I don't worry about the price movements. The GSR avoids any emotion. It takes the emotion out of wondering whether or not you should buy this or that. Like, oh, should I buy or sell? Like, oh, I don't know what to do. I'm scared. Like, none of that happens. Do it the way I do it. Like, it's so peaceful. We should play red or green. Already had dead cat bounce, and I think the market will go down, leaving. I mean, it could go up. It could go, but I mean, it depends on how much it goes up. And we looked at the direction and where it was going. It's definitely showing a downward trend. Doesn't mean it's gonna do a downward trend or a downward motion. It's just trending that way. That could break. So. Bought some Mercury dimes to finish the tube. Got a good price on the 1/20th gold maple. Bought a couple. Also, you'll pick Alpine gold during decent coin for sold out. GSR gold to silver ratio. However many ounces of silver it takes to buy an ounce. And it's just it helps. I love it. I think it's a great strategy. It minimizes your losses and allows you to make better gains. It's not perfect. I'm not saying it is, but it reduces a lot of the issues. Only bad time to buy is not buying at all. Exactly. What's up, Edwin? How you doing? Welcome in. Hit the like button. Yeah, guys, we got 153 likes. 330 something people watching right now. So, about a 50-50 ratio going on with that. Let's get some more likes up in here, shall we? Get more people in. Chat about some strategies. Watch silver price move. See, how do you use the GSR? How does it tell you which to buy? Well, essentially, my rule is if the gold to silver ratio is 80 or higher, I exclusively buy silver. The GSR is at 60 or lower, I exclusively buy gold. Basically, all it's telling me is whether or not silver is relatively more or less expensive than gold. And if the GSR is higher, it means silver is cheap compared to gold. If the ratio is lower, gold is cheaper, or silver is more expensive compared to gold. So basically, when you buy it in that direction, typically when the GSR goes down, you're in a bull market, meaning the price of silver is skyrocketing. And if the GSR is going up, it means we're kind of in a bear market for silver, meaning the prices are going downward. That's the general rule. So you're buying the lows, or you're dollar cost averaging your lows, and you're avoiding the highs. That's just how I do it. And in a bull market on metals like we've seen right now, when the GSR went down to 47 at one point, I've been buying gold. Well, we saw the crash that happened, and gold went from, or sorry, silver went from like 120 down to, what, 70 something? Like, I don't know if it got into the 60s. I think it got into the 70s. Could be wrong. Either way, that massive drop where we lost 30% or more value, I only lost 10% or 11% in gold. So I avoided my loss. I avoided a stronger loss by buying gold. That's just how I do it. It stops your low. It stops you from losing a lot, and it allows you to build up for future gains. These are 65 then, or this is the percent silver in your portfolio. That's a relative thing compared to what I have. Just depends. Usually, I had a chart. I put a chart in a recent video about it. I think it was the last video I made. I think taxes would have been better, yeah. I think platinum will ever go higher than gold again in the near future. What are the prices on platinum right now? I think platinum. It's hard to say. I think it looks like. I don't know. I mean, no one really knows what it's gonna do. I think because platinum is very industrious, so unless there's a demand for it, I don't know. It's hard to say. No one ever knows. Like gold and silver, as in Germany, your gains are tax-free and holding period of 1 year. That's pretty nice. I wish we had that. I'm stacking platinum, it's half price. I don't know, I don't really go for platinum. I go for gold and silver almost exclusively. Let's see what gold's doing. Gold's kind of going a little sideways. It's not really doing much. Did I intentionally choose the stream music? It's like on a 2-hour playlist of some random jazz stuff. I don't. It's on YouTube, so I don't want to get demonetized because copyright infringement. So this is the same music we play on every single time. It's literally every live stream. It's the same. It's the same 2-hour repeat playlist. He says, my current strategy is buy everything. And I picked up ounces of silver, 20 gold, bunch of fractional items. Didn't need to stop. It's a good addiction, don't lie. Healthy addiction. It's a financially intelligent decision. Or addiction. It's a financially important addiction. Would you expect to happen to gold and silver if the new Fed cuts rates? I would expect it to continue to go upward, typically. But there's talk that this new guy is going to be a little more, anti-rate cutting. So we'll see what happens with the new Fed decision. I believe it's in May that he takes over. Typically, it has an inverse relationship. Rates get cut, metals go higher. If the rates get increased, metals drop. Typically. It's tough because like the Fed is in such a lose-lose position. But who knows what's gonna happen. It's such a paradox because raising the rates is going to destroy the economy, but it's the most necessary poison that we have to take to get better, for the antidote to get better. It's like it's such a lose-lose situation because you have to destroy the economy to make it better. Like, it sounds so stupid, but like the only way it's gonna ever, if it were to ever get fixed that way, but no one's gonna ever let that happen on their watch because you're gonna ruin so much stuff and you're gonna ruin the economy, you're gonna ruin people's chances of re-electing you. Like, there's just so much that no one's gonna want to pull that trigger. So, and we've seen from history over and over again, countries, Federal Reserves, what they will do is they will continuously print money every single time. No one has ever gotten out of the inflation printing spiral that fiat currencies go under. It never works. They always do they always make the wrong decision. mean, regardless if this person's gonna come in and, unless they raise rates like absolutely insane, I don't think it really matters, because as long as we're on a fiat-based currency that's not backed by gold, I'm gonna keep buying precious metals. Because it's going to even... Someone in the future is going to screw it up. Whether it's this next guy, or whether it's the second guy from now, the third guy from now, the fourth, whatever. Someone in the future is going to just absolutely be an idiot and just destroy it. And whether that's in our lifetimes, our children's lifetimes, grandchildren's lifetimes, wherever it's going to be at, it's going to happen to somebody. So that's just how it is. That's why I'm going to keep buying gold and silver. Unless their plan is to just raise rates and increase margin requirements and just make it impossible for people to hold it so they can buy it for cheap and then bring it back down again and make a profit. That's the only I could see them doing, but that's a hell of a play to make. $1 trillion per year just to service the insane. What is the... Where to load? Get back to chat here. He doesn't cut the race house with pay off the US. Yeah, it's just gonna be... I mean, the only thing we can do is just keep buying. We can't control what's gonna happen in that area. We worry about ourselves, protect our interests, and stack away. Do what we gotta do. Concerned Citizen says, working on closing that 500-ounce mark this week. Wish I had bought more years ago. My dollar cost averages $5.50, which is not bad, all things. True. I think my average cost is like 40. Maybe it's lower than that. I don't know. I'm not a fan of coffee. I have it, but not the stack. I have it like in the garage, like all the like random wires and junk and stuff like that. Like I don't know. I am literally just gold, silver. That's like all. As far as right now, that's my like narrow, blinder vision that I have. Stacking is wise for everyone, that's true. premiums are jobs bought top now. Yeah. Because I mean, silver is still like $100 an ounce on some coin, so. Live here versus other screaming at you and blasting techno music. Yeah, I mean we're that's the kind of the goal I wanted with this. It's Sunday. Let's chill out, relax, watch the prices, we talk with each other, we listen to jazz music. I've also never been a fan of like screaming about things like you're gonna run out of silver for the rest of your life if you don't do this now. Like I understand that probably gets more views, but it's not about that. Silver is so critical for many sectors, but what if it gets too expensive to obtain? Is there a better substitute copper? I mean, you can still get fractional silver for cheap, like the 90%, and I think a lot of the fractional pieces are pretty popular more than ever now. The price, especially when the prices were much higher, but there's still ways around. There's still ways of getting things. Quebec is coming out with a new smaller size 1/4 new state next month, buying a few stacking of it just to get the alpha of it collectors. Yeah, I saw those come out. I don't know, I still completely sold on holdbacks. Like, I think they're just very cool artistry. I understand the concept and I do kind of agree with the theory and the principle behind it, but I just don't. Yeah, it would be interesting if goldbacks became currency, but I don't think so. Silver's back down again. We're actually going to possibly hit 78. Certain citizens would dabble in coins, subscribe to a few proof coins and other variables. Again, it's not great for stacking weight, but it's well, there was a brief moment in time where you could get proof coins for cheaper than what was being sold online everywhere else, and I think a lot of people started to do that, and the US Mint shut that down real quick. So yeah, it's interesting because some of the I think some of the proof coins that I got, the privy ones with the military privies on them, the Navy, the Army, the Marine Corps, I think I got those for, I think they're still worth more than what I paid for it. No, that's not true. They were $109 that I paid for it. But at one point it was cheaper to get proof coins from the mint than an actual silver eagle. It was crazy. But I have a few of the proof ones, but that's like a, these are more of a military collection type of thing. It's not really something I would really after. I just did it because I thought it would be cool. Buy all the medals, able to buy gold, silver, pennies on the dollar with them. Gold doing 50.28. Everything's kind of just sitting sideways. Like, we haven't really done much in the last 2 hours. We were up a little bit. I mean, we still are up, but not as much as it was a moment ago. Basically states that recognize standard are embracing goldbacks. Yeah. The only problem with the goldbacks, though, you guys probably understand when I say this, like, we as stackers understand it, but trying to convince the general public that goldbacks or any sort of precious metal should be the currency that it's backed by is going to be an impossible task. Good luck convincing majority of the population that gold and silver is the way to go. It's just not going to happen. They're too uninformed. So that's why I think it'll never happen. It's only going to be a small niche of things. Like, military silver eagles are going up. Last I checked, they dropped last time I checked. I think I looked about a month ago. We're watching the silver market. Everyone's watching the Super Bowl. Yeah, I don't care about the Super Bowl. I don't care about football. I don't really care about sports. I'm completely locked in on making money, learning about investments, and just like taking the time to be productive in some way. Not fanboying over things that I have no control over. I don't like being how most people are. Most people are sitting at home watching the football game. Oh man, I gotta watch my team play. Like, shut up. I just don't, I can't, I used to be like that, but I can't do that anymore. Like, I have so much stuff going on. Like, I just don't, I don't have time to be lazy anymore. I really don't. Like, I love when it's funny because people ask me. It's such a funny thing because people will ask me all the time. They're like, "Oh, who are you rooting for at the Super Bowl?" I'm like, "I'm not watching that crap." And they're like, "Huh?" Like, they're baffled by the fact that someone doesn't watch something. It's like, I don't know. Call me weird, man. But I would much rather try to learn something new about precious metals, or learn a new language, or research something to learn something, than to watch a sport. That's my take. Enjoy watching my sports, but I love watching my stat grow. I start talking about silver and they walk away. Yeah, because then they're just like, oh, did you see Bad Buddy perform it? It's like, no, I don't care. I really don't care. And they're like, what do you mean you didn't watch him? What? Why would I do that? Interest rates going up. You're buying sober houses and malls. We don't know what rates are going to do. Let me see what the consensus of what they're, because I know they kept it the same recently. Let's see what they're still calling for 80% chance of keeping the rates the same March. Here's what I'm looking at here. So we're looking at an 80% chance of rates staying the same. A day ago it was at 81, a week ago it was at 86, so it's trending slightly downward, but it's not by much. So I think we're going to keep rates the same. That looks like. Let's see what April's going to possibly do. April, they're still saying possible get the same. I think when the new Fed gets in June, they're leaning towards a cut, actually. Well, it's a distraction. It is a distraction. Sports are a distraction. Don't watch sports. Go learn something instead. Satanic word ritual in the last one. I think, didn't they do something with the Olympics this year? What didn't I think the Olympics had something weird going on. Love watching sports until about 15 years ago. I'm 46 and I mean, I'm 35 and I can't watch them anymore. Like I just, you know what did it for me? It was, because I mean, don't get me wrong, I love hockey, I still do, but I can't watch it the same. Like I'll still watch games, but I can't watch it extensively anymore because I had a thought one day when I was watching the game. I was thinking to myself, why am I rooting for and cheering on other people who are chasing their dreams when I'm not doing anything for myself? And when I thought about that and it snapped in my head and I was like, I hate everything now. So I was like, I can't watch I don't want to watch other people pursue their dreams when I'm doing nothing for myself. And since then I can't watch it anymore. So I've been focusing on myself and just been doing what I needed to do, and it's been fantastic. It's been a great decision, but lady says, love this jazz club vibe. Precious Metals chat. That's what we're trying to do here. That's what we're trying to do. Everybody's 40. Ugh. I'm almost there. I'll be 36 this year. There. think it's different now in Twitch exposure. Or at least with hockey, as far as I know, like it's just not the same. It's way softer and not as like fun to watch anymore. Because let's be honest, anyone who likes hockey loves to see the brutality side of it all, and they've been trying to get rid of that a little bit. But yeah, that's a separate. Anyone buy the dip in the 60s? Anything good? It got 38 ounces at 67.34. That's pretty good. I almost bought, but I needed the GSR to go a little bit lower or a little higher before I would. Just not to get emotional involved in sports. Yeah, I mean, that was my biggest problem is I did. And I realized one day, why am I cheering for people that are pursuing their dreams and I'm not doing it for myself? And once I had that thought, I hated everything about it now. I can't watch it. I just spend my free time looking at precious metals. I mean, I kind of want to buy more precious metals, but I just hate, like, I want to go in on Tuesday and do it, but I know if I wait for like another 2 weeks, get more money. And so it's so tough when you have the money sitting there waiting to go, but like you don't want to do it because you're waiting for the, because I try to do it on a month-to-month basis, not a bi-weekly thing. I just do it on a month-to-month. So I'm just waiting to see what happens. Could be gold, could be silver. Right now, it's looking like gold. Got 213 likes. Got about 300 people watching. Everyone's starting to watch the Super Bowl. Everyone that would be watching. It's just because gold and silver aren't doing anything fun. I mean, silver's kind of taking a dump here. We're actually getting into the 78s again. Actually, we did cross into 78 for a couple minutes. Like, how long ago? Like, oh, I didn't even see this little dip. How did I miss that dip? We were about 15 minutes ago. We were actually down below 70. Oh, we get a little bounce up. I mean, honestly, this is like normal for the first like every time for the last few streams that we've done this has been fairly normal. It sits flat for a bit, and then by the time like later, like midnight, whatever, going into the next morning, it just does some weird thing where it goes either up or down. Like, it's kind of always been a sideways movement as we're starting off at like dinner time. Boiling in a descend Sending wedge. It's either gonna break up or down. I still think it's gonna go down, guys. Like the downwards trend is still like if you break it down further into like into the days, look nicer. Like it's still showing, it's testing this area, but typically, I mean, this is just, it's showing a continuation, but it could just, I don't think it's gonna, I mean, it would have to 84. If it gets at like 84 and then comes back down again, then maybe it's gonna sideways motion for, but I think it's gonna keep going down. That's just my guess on this thing. And I could be wrong. I don't know. Like I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not banking on my answer. I'm literally not claiming like I'm right, you're wrong. Like that's not what I'm saying. It's possible it goes. I think what's more likely is a sideways or a downward motion versus an upward motion. Just my take. Doesn't mean either one of those aren't going to happen. Go down to 60. I mean, it's possible. Go down to 60. Go to 60, it could go to 100. I mean, we just don't know what it is. $63 a few days ago. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's right. It did go into the 60s. I mean, they would have to slap on a bunch of like margin requirements. I mean, they're really trying to push this thing down. So. Consensus on price direction. Let's ask the chat, you guys. Let's see. What do we want to do? Oh, hold on. Let's see. Where do you expect silver prices head? Or let's call it for February. We're just gonna talk about February. Okay, we're not gonna talk about the year. We're not gonna talk about. Oh my god, what word am I trying to say? Flat. Here we go. Start the poll. Where do you guys think gold and silver, or just not gold, silver, where direction will it go? Will it go higher, lower, stay flat? Know what you guys are thinking. Well, so you guys think it's gonna go higher? It's close. Like, I would say it's like 60-40. 60% of you guys think it's gonna go higher. The rest of you are gonna think it's gonna either be lower or flat. So this is just for February. Up and away we'll go. Let's go check something. Let's see here. Well, I think call it here, guys. Tuning in, everybody. Let's go ahead and see if we can raid out. It looks like only one that I see streaming right now. Go to Salivate again. I think International Stacker's on right now. Let me know in the chat who you guys want to go move to. No, International Stacker's got a lot of viewers usually. I've also rated Salivate a couple times already too. I'd like to be the only one that's on. Community that I can see. But if you guys can, stick around for the raid, because it's a good thing to do. It's always nice to help other people out, so like I always do here. What are you guys thinking? Do you want to do a crab raid, or do we want to explore? Type it in the chat, you guys. Are we gonna go crab raiding, or are we gonna explore? What are we doing? Always try to stick around, show some love to the other stackers out here. Sal? Everyone wants to go to Uncle Sal. Alright. Go explore. Alright, guys. Well, if you guys can, please stick around. We're gonna go raid out Sal's stream. And, let's go ahead and save that here for now. We're gonna end the stream in just a bit. Thank you guys for hanging out. And, yeah, I'll see you guys all next week. Take care, have a great weekend. I'll see you guys later. Let's go say hi to Sal. Alright.